like it, hadn't she?
Now it's nothing like it. Ham and gravy. We was. We was poor.
Was that when all the kids was home?
Yeah.
She had to feed 9 of you, huh?
The players returning for this season will still be fighting for justice as they fight for a championship.
Did y'all all eat at one time?
Yeah. We had a big round table. And they'd seat all of us. Mama, she'd never sit down, of course, but Daddy, he would. He'd always sit at the table. That was customary then, you know, for...
So she wouldn't eat till y'all eat?
No. I'd see her stay around and just hold it in her hand and eat.
So how did they fix your plate? Y'all just went, she fixed the plate, and y'all, how'd y'all do that?
Well, we'd sit down at that big round table and eat. Pass it all around. Everybody get a...
So all the food was sitting on the table?
Yeah. Passed it around. And then what wasn't on the table, Mama would stand up and hand it to us. So we didn't have that much. We had ham and gravy and biscuit and eggs.
What would you have for lunch?
Oh, for lunch, Mama cook all out. We called it dinner. We had a big dinner and a big supper. She cooked 3 meals a day.
Did any
It's a hard-working woman.
Did any of the girls help her cook?
Oh, yeah. Mary. In summertime, Mildred would go out in the field. We all worked out. I can remember Daddy kept us out in that tobacco patch all the time in there, chopping, pulling weeds. And we worked. I mean, kids nowadays wouldn't know how to do nothing like we were. It's a computer with them nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Mildred, she learned how to drive. She drives a truck and tractor. And then Mary, she would stay at the house and help cook.
So y'all had a tractor then? Or used
Yeah.
horses?
Yeah, mostly horses. Then when we moved to town, I thought, well, oh boy, we've set sail.
Where'd y'all move to in town then?
Up there at the home place. Right there.
On Sparks Avenue? I mean,
Yeah, Lake Street.
Lake Street. That's where y'all moved to?
Yeah, 'cause Daddy raised enough tobacco and hemp seed. Well, didn't raise enough to pay for it, and he had a Carrie Walker. He borrowed enough money to finish paying for that from her, and we moved to town. Oh, I thought, oh goodness.
So
Used the outside toilet. That was something else, moving town, have inside water and all that. Draw it out of a well in the country.
So y'all had a bathroom up there on Lake Street at the house?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was like moving into a mansion.
So all 9 of you were still at home when y'all moved up?
No, Barry and then we moved over to where we called Jog Hager Place. That is over there on where them Wheels is live. We lived on around, what was that place over there? They called it Jog Hager Place.
I don't know.
Anyway, moved over there and it's a little bit better than that. And then Mama kept after Daddy to buy it. She said, I'm tired of living in these little old huts. And that was what it was. And then
Well, y'all thought that's a big house.
Bonnie's uncle owned that house there. And he rented it out. And would you believe that people would get out of it after we bought it? And we had to move back over there to the Jog Hager house. Well, Mama was so disgusted she didn't know what to do. Because the people wouldn't go on to get out of the house. And Mama called that woman up one day after she said they'd be getting out. And she told her, of course, that's a big house up there. You don't remember that, do you?
Blake Street house? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, y'all's just little when we lived up there.
Yeah, don't you remember?
When Mom and them did.
Yeah, I remember up there at the Lake Street house.
Well, I didn't know if she did or not. But anyway, Mama called that woman up on Sunday night. And we just got back from church. And they'd say, we going to move next week, or we going to move the next week. Mama called her up. She went off on her. She said, you move over there tomorrow in one part of that house, because we're coming in tomorrow. And they got out of there. And we moved in that very day.
Yeah. Yeah, I can remember living in that little house in behind Granny Walker's house.
Well, I reckon
Yeah, there was a little house.
you all was just real little. And that's what I was telling Lisa that day. That she was out here.
Lisa.
Did you come out here, Lisa Walker?
Oh, yeah. That day we had lunch out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ralph Pat lived in that little house right there out in the country where I told you the Jog Hager place. And I told her Mom and them had chickens in it, chicken brooder one time, them little brooders when you have just little young chickens. That's a huge chicken house. Lisa couldn't believe that.
Well.
And then me and Jim, and you all was just real little when we lived there. You remember that?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
Do you?
Remember, you talking about in that little house behind Granny's house?
Yeah, see that little...
Yeah, it was just
Part
a
of
little,
it.
what, 2 or 3 room house, wasn't it?
What?
It's just a little 2 or 3 room house, wasn't it?
Two.
2,
A
yeah.
kitchen and a bedroom.
Yeah. And then I remember moving across the street over there on Lake Street, there on the corner
Oh, yeah, I'd say you remembered that.
of Central and Lake
And do
Street.
you remember, I don't know if me and Deborah was talking about that here not too long ago. You remember when, was it Mike Kester chopped you in the head in the sandbox?
Yeah.
Was it Mike?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Mike. Mike was the oldest. It was
No,
that,
Daryl was the oldest.
yeah, that's right. It was Mike.
Yeah, we was playing in that sandbox, and he had some kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there watching him, and I leaned over to look at something. He chopped me right in the top
Yeah.
of the head.
And Jim was working in Lexington, and he pulled up out front when I told Deborah, I said, we turned right around. Jim had turned right around when we took you back to sit, and your head bled. I had to wrap a big, a head laceration to really bleed.
I remember Daryl bringing me over to the house, and he told you that Mike had chopped me in the head.
And I thought he said he had shot you in the head. That's what I was telling.
I remember he had a white shirt on and it was covered in blood. Daryl had a.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Daryl brought you over there.
Next door.
And I said he shot him in the head. I remember saying that to him.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he said. He'd shot him in the head. I thought, well, he done killed him. Oh, Lordy. Well, yeah, I know you all remember that place over there. And I asked Deborah last week if she remembered. In that living room, y'all lay on that couch and hang your head over and I'll sing Tom Dooley Wood. Remember that?
Yeah.
Me and Deborah was talking about that last week. I don't know how we got on to it.
Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
y'all would sit in there. You at the top or bottom, Deborah at the bottom.
Yeah.